to survive. Come inside, feel your life, sip of your blood, feel anything you grasp, feel this new force into you, tearing your soul into the unknown, through the old.
That, for the record, does not reflect the so-called awesomeness that is supposedly my mood. It, if anything, at absolute best, resembles how absolutely frustrated and outright borderline infuriated I really am right now. Now, I won't take away the fact that the race was actually pretty damn good. Top-notch Darlington racing, and it's all the more reason why the Lady in Black is an absolute kick-ass track, and I will always love Darlington, and I will die on that hill. The song Eve of the Apocalypse is basically what cements the whole nature of playoffs and motorsports fully. That's basically the common occurring theme whenever we get to the first race of the playoffs, or even actually the race before the playoffs. Technically, Daytona was Eve of the Apocalypse, but Darlington, it's shown us that, well, absolute travesties are upon us. And there's no escaping it unless if Kyle Larson can do something to avert the disaster, since he's so far the rightful champion. Unless if Denny Hamlin somehow turns my head around like he just did today. Or tonight, whatever. And proves that he's actually the rightful champion. But only time will tell on that one. But I'm not gonna really yell because, well, I'm just not in the mood to give myself a headache, but for fuck's sake. Hendrick Motorsport's a fucking team killer. Alex Bowman couldn't really give much of a say in the race due to the fact that he had an early race incident by scraping the wall and then even collecting his teammate in the mix. William Byron goes on to slam the outside wall. Chase Elliott was having a beautiful, symbolic, an absolute beautiful, gorgeous, symbolic paint scheme that was meant to support the kids that are battling cancer. And it was designed from the 14-year-old girl that was currently fighting that revolting disease. And, well, he was having a good top 5 run. It seemed like he was gonna give himself and the rest of his fan base the poetic justice by getting his monumental victory at the Southern 500, with, of course, the exception of Kyle Larson putting his 2021 dominance on display, because, well, there's really no stopping him unless if he Kevin Harvick's himself out of the playoffs under some very rare and unlikely circumstance. I can't really say unlikely due to the fact that I have PTSD from being a Gordon fan in 2014. Not going to get into that because we all know that's self-explanatory. And of course, Kyle Larson finally putting on the amount of laps led, even more than the amount of laps led by Kyle Busch at Hendrick Motorsports, ranging from 2004 to 2007. We thought he would crown it with a monumental victory at the Southern 500, garnering himself another crown jewel to his wins collection. In the exact same year. The exact same year he's putting on his arguably all-time best season of his career. Proving himself that he is that he belongs at the Hendrick camp after stepping his foot in the door. It's one thing to step your foot in the door, it's another to prove that you belong here, and he has more than proved himself to be a legend to be. But then, unfortunately, it happened. As always, Joe Gibbs Racing just has to be the killjoy and always has to be the biggest sack of fucking needles in our fucking socks. Now, to be fair, luckily it wasn't Kyle Busch this time. Screw Kyle Busch, by the way, for that. For you putting all those crew members in danger. Thank you, Kyle Busch, for embodying why I absolutely fucking abhor you. You will still have your sycophants that will exhaust anything under the sun to rationalize your absolute stupidity. If that's any consolation for a clown like you. But realize that you are absolutely not the best driver no more. No one's scared of you anymore, because even if it looks like you're rebuilding your empire, there's lots of kinks in your armor, and this is a perfect example. Thank you, Austin Dillon, for taking that piece of shit out. I very much appreciate it and hate you less, and I can't wait for all the sycophants to see what they do to stir up their pathetic damage control on that pile of rancid dog shit when Kyle Busch does something unfathomably fucking stupid. It doesn't really actually stagger me, honestly. It's been a common occurring theme with Kyle Busch for fucking years, and it's not gonna change. No matter how much people say that he has matured over time, he hasn't. He absolutely hasn't, and he most likely never will. Stop saying that whenever there's a long period of time of him not doing stupid shit. Because you know he is going to, at a later point, pull some of the most ridiculously and inane garbage straight out of his rectum. And then completely infuriate the whole community again. I'm pretty sure the only defense is whenever these idiotic Kyle Busch sycophants always say, oh, well, those other drivers did this stuff, Chase Elliott did that. You know, the lies that come out of their mouths, as if Chase Elliott put crew members in danger, and it's totally not like Chase Elliott owns up to his mistakes. Ahem, 2013 Canadian Tire, when he even said that he hated a win like that. Hello? That's exactly how you should handle situations. The lies and ridiculous deceit that kind of come out of the Gibbs apologist's mouth, there is no way to determine the veracity in any of that. And the way they use Ryan Preece or Ross Chastain to justify Kyle Busch leeching and siphoning money off of younger rookies and lower tier drivers in the lower division series. that there is literally no bargaining or reasoning with those fucking morons that always desperately try to cause an absolute charade about why this sport is so entertaining when he's making history by completely killing the series. Here's the big difference between Ryan Preece in the modified series and Kyle Busch in the lower division series. Ryan Preece isn't in a full-fledged team. Ryan Preece isn't a two-time NASCAR Cup champion. Ryan Preece doesn't win an upwards to one or at absolute minimum, Kyle Busch wins one race whenever he's not on a dominant season, but roughly 3 to fucking 8 wins. Ryan Preece isn't being made out to be, oh, the king of NASCAR. Ryan fucking Preece is not siphoning money away from young drivers trying to make a name for themselves, especially when he has yet to have a big resume on his fucking Cup history performances. Ryan goddamn motherfucking Preece is absolutely not dumping any other drivers all over slight contact. Ryan Preece is not stealing wins in a full-fledged ride that he doesn't belong in the lower series anyway. Everyone talks about, oh, it's the passion for racing. It's the passion for racing. But that's a fair argument to offer. But if you really want that argument to really hold up on the meat of its own, then have Kyle Busch race in teams that are actually in dire straits financially, instead of just being spoon-fed the best car every single race as if it's a Toyota GT1 smacking down a whole platoon of Fiat 500s. Everyone just always says stupid shit like this. Oh, but we've never seen this since Richard Petty getting the 200th win. That's the closest we'll ever get to. Get that shit out of here. Kyle Busch should be held accountable for the stupid shit that he has done. Stop causing an absolute charade of how much of an absolute clown he is on the track. Stop trying to sugarcoat his bullshit. He should be held accountable for ruining the lower series, making himself out to be the biggest fucking jackass on the track. I don't know how much more concise I could have been saying this, but isn't it fucking obvious? It doesn't matter if he's speaking his mind. It doesn't matter if he's making the sport entertaining for all the wrong reasons. He should be held accountable for doing all this stupid bullshit. So how about you take your excuses, sharpen it, and shove them straight up your ass, and fill your fucking asshole with a gasoline and light your ass on fire. Jesus fucking Christ. Kyle Busch sycophants never cease to fucking amaze me. They never cease to exert absolute fury into my veins of how absolute cringe and ridiculous their fucking excuses are. Take those excuses, sharpen them real nice, and shove them up your ass. Also, you can't say, oh, but what Kyle Busch is doing is totally innocuous because what Chase Elliott is doing is totally deviant. Fuck off! Get that shit out of here! Is the two-quote fallacy really the best you can do? Fuck off. You, honest to fuck, need to get that shit the fuck out of here. Take it the fuck elsewhere. We won't miss ya. Because all you idiots will continue to bestow him the king emblem when he's done absolutely nothing to earn the king rank ever, and he never fucking will. Anyways, back to the race. A lot of strategy calls that were really making this race actually very engrossing to sit through from start to finish. It may not have been an exact thrill ride from start to finish, but I still consider it one of the better races for sure. Because, well, what exactly more can you expect out of a track like Darlington, where strategy really can come into play? You never know what kind of circumstances will happen on the track that could completely change course of your entire pit cycle strategy, and basically catching you completely off guard whenever you feel like you're comfortable with what position you're really in. And, well, unfortunately, circumstances were just not aligned properly for Kyle Larson, who was consistently hitting his marks until, well, those cautions. Unfortunately, maybe even if Kyle Larson didn't have a caution burden on him, he probably would still have to get through Denny Hamlin, so I can't really say much on that. But what else can I say? I'm absolutely despondent once again. The absolute fury that I had in all of 2020 dealing with Jimmy Johnson's dog shit luck that he did absolutely nothing to deserve, with absolutely no fault of his own, no matter how much you brain-damaged NASCAR sycophants morons say otherwise to justify NASCAR's lousy management of the sport. As if it's really his fault he got COVID, a false COVID test, might I add, and a completely faulty tech inspection as well, when something breaking on the car did not even benefit him in the slightest way possible. Get that shit the fuck out of here. I'm still mad about that, and I probably will be mad about that for the rest of my life until I get some consolation for Jimmy Johnson. Don't know what the fuck it'll be, but I'm not gonna hold my breath for it. So, yeah. It's one of those races where you really love it. It's really everything you expect out of a NASCAR race, and you're completely satisfied with it. But of course, the big mole on its face, hairy mole no less, on its face is, well, the fact that it's a team killer for Hendrick Motorsports. After it looked so damn promising, this entire race, you would think that Hendrick Motorsports would probably be free of embarrassing races like this, but no. They had to come back to their 2018 to 20, or not 2018, 2017 to 2020 dark age. It just had to give us that taste, that little slither of taste of that dark age again. I guess they just wanted to remind us that the current Hendrick dynasty is not invincible and not impenetrable. I don't know. I don't fucking know. What more can I really say? It was a great race, but fuck me, am I absolutely dreadfully disappointed. Congrats to Denny. I'm not mad that he won, but god damn it. Not that shit again. Anyways, I'm gonna tune out with Malevolent Creation. You know, I really love having an angry fucking attitude to Malevolent Creation, but that's a good kind of angry. Unfortunately, I don't have a good kind of angry because I'm furious that Hendrick got another slipped away from their grasp. But anyways, enjoy this.